This one is controversial.
Oh.
What they do?
Because some of the people on this panel, 3 specifically, are getting called out.
Oh.
Sure.
3.
But the thing is, only 3 people being named, but with the exception of Manny, I think everybody here is guilty of this.
Yo, man,
I took a shower last month, so.
Right, so this
Sure,
is from,
it's not me.
Yeah, so this is from Exclusive, who is also Young Savage on YouTube and Ivan 3D on Twitch. So he's been with us for a while, you know. Mm-hmm. So he goes, I have a question for Tony and Eurocar. He didn't even say your name, bro. You said Eurocar.
Eurocar. Who's that?
I'm a car. You're
yeah.
a car.
He goes, why do you guys have so many games on Steam, but little to no hours in almost all of them? He goes, Tony has 259 games on Steam and only has time in a few games, with Cyberpunk being the most at 92 hours. Granted, I understand Tony has probably been given a lot of codes because he's a writer and been gifted a lot of games because he is known in the industry, but I'm sure he has bought a good chunk of those games too. Why buy them only to have them, never have opened the games once? This sounds like somebody who is new to Steam. This is how Steam works. You know,
you are not.
Yes, it is, dude.
That's exactly how
it is. It is the unwritten rule. You are not a real Steam user unless you have hundreds of games, that you're not going to play.
No, number one,
right?
One, you're wasting your fucking time and money for for buying that shit. You literally bought a game for no actual intention to fucking play him.
Yeah, but if it's $2, why not?
That's
don't use that.
I just showed you. I bought that came for 99 cents.
I'm with Manny on this one. That's just dumb, guys.
Use that fucking $2.
Break it out. You got a bunch of games on Steam you don't play, bro.
Oh no, motherfucker! I got 2,000 hours on some of my game. Don't talk at me.
Yeah. You beat them all though, Brett?
The big survival games that I put thousands of hours into, you can't beat them. But as far as you can, yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm talking about, have you played all your Steam games?
I've played a good majority of them. I don't buy a shit that I don't intend to play.
No, we could look you up, Brett.
Yeah, go for it. Brett, let's go and look you up.
Oh, everybody's blown up right now. But yeah, to answer the question directly, obviously, like, I did get a bunch of games given to me, but it's like, bro, look at all these sales, $1, $2. I'm buying all these fucking things. As a matter of fact, one thing I did was, because I'm like, I'm never gonna play my PS3 again, so every third-party game that I had on PS3, I bought them all on Steam, super fucking cheap. You know,
I like. Are you going to play them?
Probably not, but I like having
them on the Steam Deck.
I like the fact that I have them there, and that's good. We always talk about game preservation. I'm preserving those fucking games by buying them, So there you go.
Preserving them.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think we're dodging his question a little bit. Like, his question is, what, like, legitimately answer, like, why do you buy games that you have no intention of playing?
Because they're cheap.
Is it just... Is it because they're cheap? Is it because you like the deal? Is it for the peace of mind to have it that you have it, you can play it if you want?
It's both of those, actually. It's a combination of both.
I get it for the convenience of having it. Especially if it's a console that I've already unplugged and packed away. I was like, oh yeah, I'd like to play that one again. Why not? I did that with the Ghostbusters when they pushed out, not the remaster, because they sent me that one for the console, but the original one, I already had it on Xbox and PS3 and the 360, and I already put those away. And then I saw it was on sale for like $2 or $3 on Steam, and I picked it up. I played it like 2 or 3 times, but I know it's there. And if I ever decide to play it, I don't have to unpack the console to play it. I have it right in front of me.
Yeah,
long story short, guys, Tony has actually turned into Torrance Davis.
Oh yeah, how's that?
This is the same shit that Tony used to come down on fucking torrents for years ago on OG Throwdown / the Warzone.
Yeah, this was before OG. But this is before OG Tony got on Steam and learned the power of Steam.
Before OG Tony fell for the fucking rope-a-dope. That's what this shit.
How's it a rope-a-dope?
It's a rope-a-dope.
How?
Also, with Torrance wasn't playing the original ones.
Yeah. They're playing on the idea that these games are cheap, right? So then you continue to keep spending money and money and money and money. How much of that, if you added up all of those Steam sales, how much money is that you just spent?
You're thinking about it wrong. How much money did I save?
You didn't save shit.
I did because I didn't pay full price.
Yeah, Manny, you're not getting. So let's say right now,
I'm not getting it. I know exactly.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
If you were to go and pay for a game on the PS5 or whatever, you're looking at $60, right? $60, $70 now, right?
I'm not worried about.
Let him finish.
Listen,
I'm going to say this.
Manny, let Adam finish. Go ahead.
So
Adam.
if that's the price, right? So let's say $70 for one game, but then you go on Steam and then you see games that are like literally. There's some games that are 99 cents or $2 or $3 that were at one point those $50, $60 games. You can buy a shitload of those for the price of just one game. You could walk away with over 30, 40 games. So then, boom, within $60, you just built this massive collection of awesome games all at your fingertips. Cheap. It's not like if they're like, oh, this is now $30. That's a deal. That's not a deal. For me, I don't spend anything more than $10. If it's even $10, then there's got to be a damn good reason why I'm spending $10 on this shit. But everything else, I'm spending $2-3.
It has been proven that just because the price is so low, people end up spending more money on things because of the smaller transactions.
We see it with on phones.
That's exactly what's going on here in the Steam world. I mean, yes, it's great that all these things are there. I would love, but the thing is that, at least for me, I don't play any games that I don't, buy any games that I don't intend to play.
Okay, so it's not for you.
Let me look up your profile then.
I mean, I have games on there.
Oh, now we're gonna change it.
I do have games on there, and I've actually played them.
You didn't play The Walking Dead, A New Frontier, Republic, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Batman, the Telltale series. Exactly. No. That's how Steam works.
That's how Steam works.
I never bought any of those games.
You played 0.3 hours of Deadlight.
And that's how Steam works, man. Like sometimes you don't buy the game, you get given the games.
0 hours of Alan Wake.
I have Alan Wake.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
Steam.
Here's the thing. I never bought most of those games. Maybe somebody gave me that shit, but I never bought them.
I bought you that as a gift. Goddamn, no more.
Oh shit! I didn't even know it.
Remember, I sent you a video.
Welcome to Steam.
Half the games that I own on Steam, I got them through Humble Bundle, and I pay like $5 for each one, like 10 or 15 games for $5.
Ridiculous.
Does it say how many hours I played? What was that game? The one that takes place inside of the office one. That's like the loop.
The Stanley Parable.
The Stanley Parable. I know I played that one for a while.
1.6 hours.
All right, yeah, that was about enough time for me to beat it multiple times. I think that's the one significant one that I played the most on, because that game is not available. Really? What is it?
Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, 8.7 hours.
I played that shit for 8 hours.
Steam user right there, bruh.
What was I doing? I don't even have do I have the trophies for that shit? Or whatever the fuck they give you?
Yeah, Steam achievements. Yeah, Steam achievements.
You know what? You know what? It was also because I used it as a that was probably the most powerful game that I had on Steam to sort of benchmark the graphics card that I put inside of the thing. So I was able to run that like a 1080 and everything on high, which is great.
Yeah. I will say this one thing though, because obviously there's Steam sales all the time. I haven't actually bought games on Steam in years because I literally bought every game I wanted. That's my thing. I don't buy a game just because it's cheap. I'm like, hey, I'm interested in it. It's cheap. I'm gonna buy it just in case I want to play it. But if it's some bullshit, I'm like, I don't care about that. You know, I
gifted Tony Goat Simulator.
So that's my criteria. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we do an episode where didn't we have a show where it was called like Tony Plays, where it was like you play games that you wouldn't normally play? Wasn't that a show that we did at one point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Polanco Plays.
Yeah, Polanco Plays.
Polanco Plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we should bring that back. So yeah, that's my thing with Steam. That's why I haven't bought any games in a while, because I'm like, I literally bought every game I wanted. You know, like I'm good now. You know,
what I like to do sometimes is I like to buy games that I love that I've already played. Then I just want to give, like for example, I have the GTA series on Steam. I've never played it because I played those on console. But I mean, they were like they were on sale, so I'm like,
Yeah, same here. I'm like, I'm not gonna play it, but I want to have it.
I just bought a Titanfall 2 for $7 on there, and I beat it on the Xbox and the PlayStation. But now I'm like, I could play this on my Steam Deck. This would be a fun game to play on my Steam Deck. So yes, I want this so I could play it on my Steam Deck.
Yo, man, play Dead Space on there.
already have those. I have all those.
Play Dead Space on a stream and run all the cool mods that they did to it.
That's what I'm looking forward to. That for the mods, for the wrestling.
That's
gonna be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So,
Brett, were you gonna try to say, bro?
I was gonna say, I mean, I get the humble bundles and shit like that. Like, I think everybody has a couple random games in their library from, that's the odd man out in the humble bundle I bought. But I don't know, like, I kind of agree with Mandy. They give you guys the rope-a-dope. The whole. Whenever I hear this phrase, I didn't spend money, I saved money, I get an image in my mind of a housewife who's just wanting to spend more money because I saw that shit. My mom used to do that shit. I'd seen it. My mom would be like, come on, be like, I saved $10 on this. My dad would be like, you spent $40 on this. You didn't save $10 on it. So, like, if you're buying something that you're not going to use, you're not saving money by buying it.
I don't fall in line with Tony's line of thinking. For me, it's more of like, I'll own it. If I'm not gonna, if it's not something like, if it's money that like is not hindering me in any way.
Yeah, and it's not. It's like $2 ain't gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the way, would you disagree with Carlos? I'm like, I just buy them because I want to have them. You know what I'm saying?
We see this. Yeah. This is more common in other collectible items. We see this with comics. Sometimes my uncle, we had an uncle who buy for some series. He'd buy two of them, one to pack away and never touch, and another one to read. So some people could see that as a waste. And it's like, yo, you're
if you feel
the collection. That's the collection idea, where
there you go, and
but you're not really collecting anything that exists.
Yeah, to them, some people it's a waste. To others, not. By the way, real quick, gotta give a shout out to Red Infamy, who's in the chat right now. Going on, we gotta have her back. It's been a long time,
Oh yeah.
So interesting stuff. So that's what's going on there, but. I got no shame about it, bro. Those games, I wanted them. They were cheap. I fucking bought them. Like right now, on my wish list, I have all the 6 Final Fantasy games. I'm not buying those right now. I'm waiting until they get on sale. Yeah, so see, exactly. I'm saving money because I'm waiting. Because I want those motherfuckers.
I only put things that I want, and I put them. Same thing. I put them on the wish list, and I keep track. But when they hit that,
but the game preservation is true. It's like all those PS3 games that I want to go back to them. I got them because I can't play them on PS3 anymore. They're like systems already gone.
I mean, you can't play Dark Void on there.
No, I cannot. Well, I don't want to play that anyway, and that's my point. If Dark Void was on sale for 99 cents, I wouldn't buy that shit. Although it may be on my fucking thing right now. Who knows? If people give me stuff,
people gift you a bunch of games that you'll never ever even think of playing, like Dark Void or what was that? Oh no, or if Lair was on there.
Yeah, right. You imagine that. But yeah, like for example, if they have like a sale on all the Command and Conquer games for 99 cents, I'm not buying that shit. I don't care. I don't want that. So that's kind of my little rule or whatever. But I just like the fact that I have them there. And that's how gaming is now. It's all digital anyway. Same thing with PSN. Yeah, right. With PSN, it's like, pick it up. It's free. It's on PS Plus. Why not? Even if you're not going to play it, why the fuck not? It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, good stuff. Good.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I enjoy hoarding. I'm a digi-hoarder. That's no problem.
Also, it's
important.
Oh, we still got it.
I was listening to that today, Bio, when I was on the treadmill.
By the way, there's a second part to this question.
So real quick,
man.
It's also important. At least for me, a lot of the hours that I put into PC for the most part are not on Steam. They're on Battle.net. So Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft 2 and World of Warcraft, I don't have the hours for that. So it's like you can't see it. Like Steam's not the whole. It's not the whole picture.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
It's a big picture, but it's not the whole picture.
Yeah, and then this is not Steam, but Epic Games, they're always giving out free games. Snatch them all up. Or the ones that look kind of cool. Because if it looks whack, I'm like, why am I going to get this?
I don't give a shit. Free, and that's it. I just take it.
Yeah.
My collection there is ridiculous. And sometimes they have some good bangers. Sometimes they come on. Remember that Grand Theft Auto 5 was there for a while. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Just grab that. So they put some big ones on there.
Yeah. Brian, what's your take on all this, man?
Firstly, I just wanted to add, Brett does play quite a lot of his games. I didn't have time to count them all, but it looked at least over 40% played. So, yes.
Respect.
Also, just to add to the conversation, like I get where Tony's coming from in that you are saving money, because I think Tony sees it from a comparison point of view, in that if he were to pay for the full price, it would be X amount, but then if he gets them on sale, then he pays less. So hence, he's saving money in that aspect. So I get that line of thinking. It's like, hey, he is saving money because he wants these things, but he wants them at a good price. Hence, he saved money. Fair enough. And yeah, just add to what Cost was saying, like, yeah, you just get lots of deals, lots of bundles, lots of different companies do bundles. Humble Bundle, Fanatical do bundles quite often. Then you get stuff like Indie Gala and Gamergate. Sorry, Gamersgate.
Yeah, Gamersgate. Don't forget the S.
Yes. They just do like really good bundles, and hence just say, okay, you get them all. And even sometimes on Steam, where it's like, if you were to buy like all the Tomb Raider games in like one big go, you actually pay less for each one than just buying them one by one. So people say, okay, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can just get all 3 of them, even though I want to play 2 of them, but it still ends up being cheaper.
I remember one time they had, and they think they still do it. They would do, Steam would have these, especially for their in-house games. It was like Left 4 Dead 2. It was $14 for like 6 codes. And I was like, yeah, so give them out to your friends. And I remember I did that. I gave it out to some people like, hey, we're going to play tonight. What, Left 4 Dead? You don't have it? Don't worry. Boom. Here's a code for you. Here's a code for you. Here's a you know, and it was fun. It was like, there we go.
Code for you. Code for Oprah. Like Oprah, you know.
And that's the other thing. Go ahead. Just like gifting games is a thing on Steam that people do. Gift them games. And
Brian, I don't know if you saw this. This is a perfect, beautiful Steam story. So I was on Twitter the other day because it was like the anniversary of Chrono Trigger, and I was like, hey, I've never played Chrono Trigger before. Somebody gifted it to me, man. Isn't that beautiful? It's great,
there
man.
You go.
It's great.
I'll play Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, so now I will play Chrono Trigger, you know?
Yeah. Play that shit.
Yeah,
on the Steam Deck? Excuse me?